Welcome everybody to the Decompression Room. I wanted to start this series because I find that I personally go through life very fast, and I'm always saying, oh, this week flew in, this month flew in, and I find it a little bit hard, even though I try very consciously to slow down, I still find it a little bit hard to slow down. So I wanted to create this corner of the world where we can all come together and calm down together, and there be very little like pressure even editing this video. Like, I am going to leave this messy and authentic and yes, hopefully entertaining, but the main idea behind this video is that, and this series is that I want you, the viewers, the watchers, the subscribers, my fellow friends and my loves, to also have a space where you can come and you can slow down. And every week I will try to spice it up a little bit and do like a different hobby. But this week I wanted to color slash draw slash do something creative, and something that I was kind of thinking that I might do is I have loads of markers. So firstly, just let me show you, okay? Example A, example B. I have all of these markers, and anytime I'm colouring, especially for this one, because I'm a budget girl, okay? I'm trying to live the best life, but on a budget as of right now. I got all of these ones from Shein. And the thing is, although I love them and we have so many really nice colours, I have these colours. For example, I don't know which one, but like sometimes the number and the name of the colour doesn't actually match the colour that comes out when you colour. So I feel like I want to organise my colours. And I've seen people do these like little templates of like, they'll do the colour and they write the name and stuff beside it. So I was thinking I might do that. And I just welcome you to join me. And whether you sit and you chill and you just watch this video, whether you know, also organize your colors, also do something creative, or whether you're just having breakfast. I'm not just having breakfast. It is like 5 p.m. for me right now. But I did need a snack because I was hungry. And I didn't want to come on here to the decompression corner and feel hangry. Instead, I wanted to come on and have some energy and have chats and have moments of silence and, you know, just slow down. And I thought, what a better way than to have my Nutella on toast with you guys. So I do welcome you. Firstly, thank you for watching this video. I also welcome you to get your own snack and have your own. I would recommend a hot beverage. I feel like it's a hot beverage day. The cozy lighting, the, you know, fact it's a Sunday. I just had my reset Sunday, so I cleaned my room, I had my shower, I am fully ready to take over the world starting tomorrow. But for today, I'm creating a lot of space for myself, to reconnect to myself, to reconnect to my creativity. So get yourself a hot beverage, get yourself a little snack. I personally am gonna try drink some water because we are currently having a heat wave in Ireland, and I'm on antidepressants. So anyone on antidepressants will know that any form of heat, they dehydrate you, but then any form of heat on top of that. So I'm gonna try drink some water. Just found a random Christmas card that has nothing inside, so that's actually good to know. I might use this because my pages in my little thingy are a little bit what's that called? You know when I'm struggling. You know when like you color in the marker? Oh, I also have this one. Okay, I'll use this one rather than ruining a whole Christmas card. You know when you color and it goes through the other side? That's how, like, bleeding. These markers bleed onto the next page. So I'm gonna put a page underneath. I don't really know how to do this. I think firstly I might eat because I'm feeling a bit of chaotic energy. And this is what I mean when I say that I find it hard to slow down, because even though right now I'm literally sitting in my safe space, I'm sitting in my little bed, I have my gorgeous lighting, all of these things that make me feel calm and gorgeous and stuff like that, my brain, my ADHD, it's still going 7,000 miles an hour, you know? I would like to be able to create spaces like this where we can slow down and where we can calm our thoughts for a hot minute. Now, I did just change my bedding, and now I'm about to eat on my bed, so future Kayla might hate me for that. No hanger for us, guys. If you haven't ate yet, you should go eat something. Your body deserves nutrition. I say as I eat lots of Nutella, but my point is that your body deserves sustenance. Let's go with that word. My Nutella jar is almost gone, so I'm savoring this. You know what? I think we all need to take a breath for a second. It's raining, like heavy rain. A few minutes ago it was just drizzling. Whew. Okay, I've taken some food, so let's get started. My question to you is two questions. Firstly, what way do I do this coloring? Should I do it like all the greens together? Maybe I should do that. And then do like all the pinks together, etc. Because I feel like, hey, where did my piece of paper go? If I just go red, yellow, orange, blue, it might actually be just as chaotic as this. So I think I'll do that. My other question to you was, when was the last time you slowed down? And when was the last time you actually gave yourself some space to just exist? And just like sit in silence, or just like actually be in your own space, in your own energy, consciously, without doom scrolling or watching Netflix or anything like that. And I know that right now that might be a little bit contradiction, because it's like, well, Kelly, you're sitting here and you are distracted, like you are talking to YouTube and talking to us and stuff like that, and I hear that, but also I'm literally in my own space. Do you know what I mean? And I think I have major ADHD and I struggle to multitask. I do think that's important for us to make spaces, even if it is like you recording. Even nobody even has to see these videos, firstly, but even if it is you recording a video, doing something like this, chilling, talking to the camera, talking to yourself. Like sometimes when I'm doing like therapy, I will record voice notes on my phone and I'll just vent, and that's like me connecting to myself and me like getting that energy out and spending time with me. And I talk to my higher self. So not my higher self, like she exists, she's there, but I talk to my higher self as if like I'm on the phone to her. Like I have like little thoughts in my head that is like, I have an internal dialogue, guys. I don't hear voices in my head, FYI. I have these little thoughts in my head, say I'm like blah 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 blah, and then I have a thought of like a question to reflect on, and then I'm like blah 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 blah. I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to have like no plan, no like necessarily structure or anything. All I want, my aim for this video is that even if it's just one person, that one person watches this video and feels like they have a place, and watches this series and feels like they have a place that they can come to every single Sunday to just take a breather, to just calm down, to just slow down from all that pressure and all that chaos that life brings us and throws at us, firstly. And I just wanted this series to be a place where you can come and colour, or do yoga or have somebody to share that space with, you know. I am going to take some more. That's all on toast. Please and thank you. And if you haven't drank any water today, these are self-care Sunday sessions, guys. We give so much energy and so much time and all of these things, like all of ourselves, to everything else, to our job, to our family, our friends, etc. We deserve an hour out of our week, if anything, just to spend time with ourselves. And I will say that 5 million times over, because we really do. But I don't even know, like, I don't even know what you go through every week. I don't know what struggles you face or anything like that, but I know you deserve some of your own freaking time and energy. I love chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna start with the greens, and then I think I'll move on to the blues. Or do I start with, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because my brain, she's indecisive, and she will definitely tell me, and there are a million ways that I can create this process. I'm just seeing if any of this is green gray. Does that go in gray or green? You know what I mean? That rhymed. I'm a poet. I actually recently started just getting into poetry. And when my best friend, when she, this is embarrassing, but when she moved into my house literally yesterday, I wrote her and her boyfriend a poem, and it was the first poem I ever read that I ever wrote. No, it wasn't the first poem I ever wrote. It was the first poem that I wrote that I read out loud. Do you get me? And she cried and she was really happy, and people said it was very beautiful, but I personally was scared for me, ma. Oh, may she rest in peace. Okay, we're gonna start with all the brighter ones. I know you can't really see them. Let me show you. All the brighter greens. Because this is the first like episode of this series, I do want you guys to give me your opinions. Tell me if you want, like, if you like the vibes, if you're here for it, if you'd watch the series, if there's anything in particular, any little topics that you feel like you would like to have a little chit chat on. I love talking, so I felt like this would be, and I wanted it to be authentic, because that's kind of like a whole part of my brand. It's just me being me, and me just having a yap sesh, and me just sharing my life and my experiences with you all. So that's why I want, like, part of the reason why I wanted it to be authentic, but also, like, life isn't always as we see it on social media. Oh, so sorry, I'll come back to that. Social media, please remember that, right? What I'm doing is I'm gonna basically do these like lines, right? And then beside each one, I'll write the number that's on top of each little thingy and the name. Maybe I might just write a number. I don't think there's any like same numbers and anything. There shouldn't be. But I did get it on Shein. Anyway, before I forget, social media. Oh yeah. Everything we see on social media, like, it's not always as it seems. Do you know what I mean? A lot of what we see on social media is fake or photoshopped, or, you know, you only see the best parts, or you only see the good sides, the things that people want you to see. Whereas that forcefully drives us insane. We are constantly comparing ourselves. We are constantly feeling like we're not good enough. We are constantly feeling like we're in a race to be somebody that who we are right, and like forgetting who we are right now is already good enough. Do you know what I mean? And I just don't agree with that. I don't fuck with that at all. So I try to be as authentic as I possibly can when I'm creating and when I'm sharing my life and all of that kind of thing. And I feel like there's only so much you can authentically show in like my other vlogs and my other YouTube videos, because I still wanted to be very entertaining and I still wanted to, you know, inspire you guys and stuff like that and educate you guys, etc. So there's only so much authenticity and like messiness and like pauses and all of this like stuff, you know, that doesn't necessarily make the cut in other YouTube videos. I wanted to make sure that like I'm just here, just existing. Like, this is me. Sometimes I stutter, sometimes I mess up my words, sometimes I say the same word 3 times, sometimes I don't talk for a hot minute. Kind of rare, not gonna lie, I love talking, but anyway. Sometimes I'm really, really, really funny, and sometimes I'm kind of a little bit like, not depressing, but like I tend to kind of use YouTube, no, not YouTube. See, I mess up when I speak. People mess up when they speak. I tend to use humor as a coping mechanism. Sometimes I think it's funny. Not for everybody. Anyway, this screen is called 166. I'll have to put it over there when it's finished then. This screen is called 167. It feels very unnatural to sit in like my own space but also have my camera on me and to not be talking that much. Like, even though I just haven't showed up for the last like 20 minutes. Ooh. 175. This is something that I've been procrastinating doing for like a year now. And it's so funny because all of my favorite colors that I have, they're probably all gonna waste. And like, watch them all waste. All the favorite ones that I have, watch them all waste next week. After I go through this organization process, that'd be very inconvenient for me now. Literally, as I said that this marker is wasted. And just so you know, no cap. Can you see where I tried to do it? Like right there. If you decided to join me and do like a hobby or anything, like be it coloring or anything, definitely let me know in the comments so that way this is 123.ie. Oh, I like that. That's lovely now. That's 123, Kayla, don't forget that. Yeah, definitely let me know in the comments what you get up to. Because you might inspire me for next week's video, and then also because I want to know who is here. I want to say hello to you guys, and then also I want to know if you are liking this, if you would like more videos like this. I have different, like, lots of different topics that I want to do. So like, I have so many hobbies, and this is part of the reason I was gonna have some Nutella, but I need to get this out of my system. I have so many hobbies, and we get so caught up in life and work and like hustle culture and stuff that I have Nutella on my new clean pajama. We get so caught up in just life and existing that we, yes, forget to live. We'll circle back to that one. But also, we, as like, especially as adults, you tend to kind of forget about your hobbies, or like they get pushed aside and they don't get prioritized like they were when you were little or when you were younger, I guess. Now that's not to say I'm like 48, if you will. 48. But I have noticed that, especially even now I'm creating a lot more. Now I'm like doing a lot more for my business and stuff. So I'm doing less art, and less like drawing and less colouring and stuff like that, because I'm already spending so much of my time creating. Do you know what I mean? So do you feel like it's important for us to find time to still do the things that like we like? Firstly, the things that we did even as a kid. Like for me, drawing is something that I did as a kid. Like being an animator was something I was supposed to do when I grow up. It's a whole story, we'll get to that another day. But for me now, it's important for me to connect to that creative side of me, like be it colouring. Most of the time I colour because I colour on my iPad the majority of the time because it's easier, and it's just, I have to get all the markers out and all, do you know what I mean? But also I feel like drawing is something that I did when I was a kid, and when I do draw I very much connect to my inner child. And I know it's the same for like my bestie as well. She was like, me and her just, she's the yin to my yang, to be honest, because we always just have so many things in common, but things like that are freakily linear in our lives. Do you know what I mean? Like she also was supposed to be an animator. Imagine that. Okay, I did all the light greens, so moving on. FYI, green is actually my favourite colour. Green and pink, in case you can't tell. I was never a pink girl growing up. I think I was like forced into pink. Like, now I loved Pink the singer. I actually seen her last year live. Phenomenal. So good. We have number 47 here. 47, two fat ladies, 47. Is that phobic? No bad intent. Little bingo reference for you there. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think I was forced into pink when I was younger. Because this is what I mean. Like, let me show you. This green here, very, very dark. This green here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's very light. Make that make sense. She needs to get on their game. It's not very neat. I had this like vision in my head that this was going to be so neat and gorgeous and beautiful. But then I started talking. So, pink. Oh my god, can I have a linear conversation? No. I was saying that when I was a kid, I wasn't very girly, to be honest, and my parental figures tried to make me girly, and I was. But even my room ended up being pink, so I kind of hated pink. But it was a hot pink. It was like girlo kind of pink, so it wasn't a bit me at the time. Now I'm not the biggest hot girl pink now. I'm a hot girl. I think I'm hilarious, not gonna lie. But yeah, lately I've been just rediscovering my. I think this is gonna waste. And it also doesn't have a number on it. I have like 46, but I don't think it's the same 46 as this. Just this is smaller, so I feel like it's 146. Yeah, lately I've been rediscovering my. I just can't talk. I actually am incapable of multitasking. Like, it's so funny. I've been trying to like upgrade my life and like become a little bit softer with myself and become a little bit softer within my lifestyle, and you know, live a softer life. I've discovered my love for a dusty pink was all I was trying to say there, but it took me 7 years to get it down my system. Like, see, if this was a normal YouTube video, I would have just cut all the other parts, but I feel like it's important for us to see that life is messy, and even though we talk messy, or even though we have messy moments or anything like that, so does everybody else. And that's not to invalidate your experience or anything, but more so for you to stop putting so much pressure on yourself, because literally we're all a freaking mess. We are all a mess. I'm overwhelmed. Oh, they're both the exact same colour. And they're both so different looking. 55 and 56. But this is what I mean. This is why I feel like I need this, because it's going to be a good guide. I put this down so that way when the page went through, when it bled, it wouldn't ruin the next page, and it did. What a silly goose. And you know what? Do you know what? That makes me think of when we make mistakes. Because when we make mistakes, I feel like we're all always so freaking hard on ourselves. And is it necessary? Is it necessary? Why is the sun absolutely ruining the cozy vibes that I'm trying to create over here? See, it was raining and it was cozy and it was like snug, and then now it's like the sun has come out. Excuse me. Now the sun has come out and it's, see, the weather doesn't know what it's doing. Even the weather's making mistakes. So what I was trying to say there was that it's okay to make mistakes. Point blank period. It's okay if you mess up. It's okay if, this is 54. It's okay if you have to start all over again, etc. And I feel like this conversation isn't had enough. And then so many of us are left to just feel bad about ourselves, or to put ourselves down, or to be mean about it, like to ourselves, because we made a mistake, when in reality every single person on this entire planet makes mistakes. And some are really big, life-changing ones, and some are just silly little, like, oops, I got marker on my bed. Like, for me, I find that I used to be so hard on myself. This is like pure black. I used to be so hard on myself about really big things, and I've managed to really big things and really little things. Like, even if I did get that marker on my bed back in the day, I would have like been like, oh, for fuck's sake, Kayla, like, what? How dare you speak to me like that? Firstly, hello, I am my best friend. What? I wouldn't speak to my best friend, external best friend, like that. Why would I speak to myself like that? Absolutely not. And that goes for you too. You do not deserve to be spoken to bad just because you made a mistake, and that goes for anybody. You're not allowed to speak to yourself like that. Your boss isn't allowed to speak to you like that. Your parents aren't allowed to speak to you like that. Nuh-uh, not in this day and age. Not in this big age. Oh, that's basically black, like. Dark green. Meow. Literally looks navy, like. It's number 51. So if you've made any mistakes recently, I give you full permission as your internet bestie, as your internet big sister, full permission to put that down and to forgive yourself for that, because life is too bleeding short to be mean to yourself, and you already have enough negativity, enough stress, enough pain, enough anything else, everything else, to be also mean to yourself. Nuh-uh. Kind of just tastes like bread again. Okay, moving on from the green, I think I'm gonna go into the blues, because that one kind of looks navy, so I feel like it'll be a nice flow. Just also full permission to sigh and breathe. Oh, as much as you need to, but especially right now, because it has been a week. Sorry, my back is sore, so I'm now readjusting my homeroom. Oh, I just need my spine to be a bit more supported. Yesterday I helped my bestie move into her house and it was so cute and so amazing. I'm so proud of her. So if you're watching this, Bestie Vex. Oh, also I actually put out that video. When you're watching this, the video for the vlog, the vlog for, why can't I speak? When you're watching this, the vlog, the moving vlog, that'll be out yesterday. So you can go watch that and watch me help Bessie move into her house. That was a mouthful and a half, not gonna lie. But also, this week I have been kind of like preoccupied with helping and like etc. And just, it's been a very, one of those weeks where life just feels non-stop. And although I'm very grateful for my life and for all of the amazing things that I have in my life, I still feel like almost a little bit tired in all of that. And a little bit like drained. Now I would do it 5 million times over again because I absolutely love my best friend. I love that there's so many blues. I love that she now has her own home and stuff. And with her new boyfriend. With her boyfriend in their new home. Sorry Sean, love you. There's so many. Look, let me show you. Because you can't actually see it right now. This is all the blues. All the blues. I actually like the blues, do you know that? The blues, the jazz and the blues. Anyway, I'm gonna go with the ones that are kind of greeny, and then we'll go into the ones that are a little bit more blue. This one's jade green. Oh, jade. That's jade green. But it literally is baby blue. And it says jade green. But it's literally baby blue. Let's see what kind of colour that comes out now. I'll update you when I get to that one, I will. Any more greeny looking ones? I'm gonna open that jade green one. Okay, maybe. Girl, that's blue. That's trying to catfish me, I tell you that much. 171. Watch me do this and then literally never use this. So if I don't, I will definitely confess, I swear. Right, so that's jade green, which is actually blue. Continuing on, we have number 57, turquoise green light, which is also gonna be blue. I need some sugar. I need some sugar in my life. Yeah, today I had to like reset my vibe, reset my room. I moved some stuff around in that area where you're sitting right now. It actually looks a lot better. It feels a lot less. I also have to buy myself more flowers this week because I have been trying to, hold on, wait, I need one more bite. Oh. Flip. I got stuck in my mouth. I've been trying to use Sundays as like my date day or my self date day, and like 2 weeks ago, if you follow me on Instagram you might have seen it, I went to the art gallery and I brought myself for dinner and stuff. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. Anyway, I brought myself on a date, and on that date I bought myself roses, and then I think like 2 weeks before that I bought myself flowers before that. So on these self dates I'm trying, or like at least every like week or two, more likely 2 weeks, I'm going to try and buy myself flowers, because I would want a man to buy me flowers. I would want my significant other to buy me flowers. So before I expect anyone else to love me in the way that I would ideally like to be loved, I'm gonna do that for myself. But basically I had these roses that I bought on that date when I went to the art gallery, and they deteriorated. Oh wait, I need that. day went goodbye. See you later. What was your favorite hobby when you were like younger or something like that? Like, or something. I don't know what age you all are. Did you all like, did you like art? Were you a creative person? If so, let me know and we can vibe over that. Oh, guys, let me tell you, I just ran into like the biggest hiccup. So basically my iCloud storage that I have 2 like terabytes on stopped working, stopped syncing. So I just pure ran out of storage. And I had to try fix the storage and then try, delight and pure abandoned me. Let me fix that now. I had to try and fix the storage, and then I had to unsync all of my photos from my phone to my iCloud, and it was a whole mess. Not very chill, not very calm, not the vibes for today, but I carried on. While I was trying to figure out all of that, I done some more of the colours. Not the nicest looking, prettiest thing in the world, but now I done all the yellows that I had and all the oranges, so now I'm moving on to like the pinky kind of phase. I feel like this page would be neater just purely because you learn from your mistakes. I did continue to use the page that got marked from the last page purely not to waste paper, and my bed is currently covered in markers. That was just a hiccup. I just didn't think I even remotely expected, because I pay for storage, so I just didn't think that was even going to remotely happen. But nonetheless, we carry on. I mean, this just happens in life, do you know what I mean? Like, hiccups happen, and I am kind of conscious that now if I just keep talking I might get interrupted and I might run out of storage again. I'm paranoid, I'm scared. It's fine. But let's do some colouring. Yes, I tried to colour and I done some swashes. Is that what they're called? While I have so many pinks. I love it. I done some swashes while I was trying to avert that crisis. But it wasn't very calm. Oh. I'm finding so many blues. Okay, just a reminder for everybody to take a breath. For me to take a breath. Kind of crisis averted, because at least if I get cut off now, you know where I went and what happened. Let me move this ever so slightly because I'm getting blinded. But yeah, that was just not what I expected on this fine Sunday afternoon. I was saying that I have loads of pinks and I did find some blues, so I might tie those blues into the purple section. But first, let me get all the baby pinks. All the baby pinks. Where? Oh wait, I found another orange. I'll put it in with the reds, it's fine. Listen, it's not going to be the neatest thing in the world, but the main thing is that I'm having fun. Well, I'm having fun doing this part. Figuring out technology is not my strong suit. It's not my favourite thing to do in the world. But that's okay. Life goes on and we figure it out, don't we? Anyway, sorry about that interruption. Just sometimes that happens. Let me go. So I went in with the oranges last, so I'm going to go in with the peaches, and then I'll gradually go into the pinks. But I have so many peaches, like there's absolutely no need for this many like creamy peaches. Yeah. Pretty sure right, there's gonna be no system to this. part because they're all very, very similar on the outside. Like it looks like I have 12 of the same color right now. So I'm literally just gonna fly through this part, write down the number. Some of my markers also leaked all over me. Example A. Like literally some of them are just leaking. 1, 3, 9. This is exactly why I want us to be able to slow down, because sometimes we can do everything in our power to have everything perfect and amazing and gorgeous and beautiful, and we still hit hiccups and we still hit things that get in our way, etc. So we need to be able to have spaces, we need to be able to have moments where things slow back down, where we slow back down, where things can be calm for a second, you know. And I know I need this, and I know I'm not the only one that needs a space of where we can just be ourselves, where we can just be authentic. Because honestly, the world, like especially with social media, there's so much of the same thing. Everybody wants to be like everybody else, but the thing is that you being you is your superpower. Like you being messy, me being a yapper, like that is in some way my superpower, you know. And that goes for every single one of us. We all have our, like the thing that you might think is too much, or the thing that you might think is, you know, like unlovable or whatever, might actually be the thing that people love most about you. Like me and my yapping and the fact that I love talking, I know my people's. I actually have no idea what colour that was. 109, I think. 109. I know my people. See, my brain has undiagnosed ADHD, so it goes from like blah, 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 blah. I was just trying to say that I know my people love that trait about me, that I talk so much and that I can, like, yes, I'm a great listener, don't get me wrong, but I love to yap, and that's okay. So whatever it is about you that you think might be too much for the world, I disagree, and I think you should show that more, because honestly, the world is too big and everybody's so concerned worrying about themselves to even have space to judge. And if they are judging, fuck them. Literally fuck them, because like, who are they? Do you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, the most important person to you and the most important opinion to you should be yours. Should be yours. Bam, bam, bam. This is taking so much longer than I anticipated. Well, it's a good thing that I'm not actually colouring, especially if I had run into that like little hiccup, because when I'm colouring it takes me ages. Like I do binge a whole, especially if I'm colouring like not on my iPad. If I'm colouring on paper, it mostly takes me so long because I never know what colour anything is. 1, 2, 1. But it does take me a hot minute, so usually I'll like put on a show and just whack out like the colouring sesh. I think I'm a little bit too ADHD to colour and talk to you at the same time. Like colour, like this is fine. 1, 3, 2. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you feel seen and heard and loved, because I see, hear and love you. This is number 136. I feel like I already have that number, but however. And if you do decide to create anything while you're watching this, you can tag me in it on your story on Instagram or something. Purely because I want to see, or even just send it to me. Oh my gosh, don't even have to upload it on your story. Literally send it to me. I can't open it. I'm gonna use the skinny side for this one. That absolutely is so see-through. Like that was so pointless. 0. That makes sense. 0. I do keep kind of looking at the camera now. I'm like, oh, am I gonna run out of storage? ChatGPT, my absolute bestie, told me that the iCloud was like jammed. Unnecessary on this day in particular. 135. I love how I was like, I want this to be like a soft, safe space. I do, okay. But I love how I was like, cam vibes, chill, zone 101, and all I've done so far is yap your ears off. Oh, that's purple. Oopsie, but it's a nice purple. It's not, it's a like a little lilac. 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 6 is probably gonna be purple as well, watch. Oh, it's like a pinky purple. Look at this. I like, oh, I feel so organized or something. I feel like such an artist. Do you know what I want to reinvest in? Because I used to love them when I was younger. Pro markers. For any of my fellow artists knows, they used to be the shit. Like those markers, they don't bleed through the page, and then also you can like shade with them. So like you can create, oops, hold on. You can like go over the same spot a few times, it won't bleed through, and it will like literally shade with those markers. Oh, so good, I love them. I have some in this box from when I was younger, but the thing is that most of them are wasted now. 1, 2, 7. And I didn't think that these, because I got a similar version to these for Christmas. I got like a little pack and like one of the years, but then I was like, I want more, so then I bought these off Shein thinking they wouldn't bleed through, but then again they were like a tenner, so it's fine. I'm so grateful to have them, do you know what I mean? Bit of gratitude doesn't go far. No, bit of gratitude goes a long way, is what I meant to say. Ha, that rhymed, hashtag poet. I think I was telling you earlier on that I was getting into poetry, but I don't think I ever finished that story because my brain can't form a linear sentence. Yeah, I always liked writing, and I always thought I was going to write a book, and I do still want to write a book, but I always found it hard to like write a whole book, like Tashi Washi, my other little bestie, number 9. She is writing a book and that's phenomenal. I'm so excited and loving that for her. Absolutely buzzing to read the rest of it. Hashtag author. However, I always found it a little bit hard to write like that. But then when I was younger, I used to always have a lot of like good one-liners, you know. And recently I read a poetry book. I've read many poetry books. Even the books I read are poetry books. They're not even like novels, etc. So no wonder why I found it difficult. But anywho, when I read that book by Amanda Lovehart, or Lovelace, Amanda Lovelace, I think. She phenomenal. But when I read that, I was actually on my date to the art gallery, and I came across that book, bought it, read it, and I was like re-inspired to start writing again. But I was like, I don't want to write, and then I was like, what if I write poetry? So like now I'm a poet, essentially. I've been having so much fun with it, to be honest. It comes very, very, very easy to me, which is ironic because the other writing didn't, you know. Oh shit! I keep forgetting to write down the numbers. 1, 8. 198. Well, that was absolutely terrible of me. Not very good, not very entertaining. They're both the exact same colour, and this one's 88. Girls, I feel like there's a spider crawling on me. And it's just my hair. I wanted to say that I have so many topics that I want to talk about. These videos will be up on Sundays. I have so many things I want to talk about. I want to talk about self-love. I want to talk about like body confidence. I want to talk about travel. I want to talk about like all of the topics that I talk about on my Insta, on my channel, just in general. But just at a little bit of a deeper like chit chat, girl talk kind of flowy kind of way. So if you'd be interested, make sure you come back and watch me every Sunday. Please and thanks. Okay, love you. I think it's really important to have something that isn't so big girl and so grown up all the time, because sometimes we genuinely do really need a break from the chaos that life brings us. And I feel like hobbies are a good way. Like, I do taekwondo, for anyone that doesn't know, and I feel like they're just such a good way to take a minute, do you know what I mean? Especially if you find it really hard to slow down and to like breathe and be with yourself. Hobbies can do so much. Yes, they reconnect you to yourself. Yes, they reconnect you to your inner child, but they can also just actually give you a break from reality if your reality isn't amazing right now. And it doesn't have to be something expensive. Like, yes, getting art supplies might cost some money, but there is so many free things that you can do, like even taking a hobby of like walking and then going on walks. Now double check. Sorry, I just fell asleep in my brain. My brain was like, do I have any markers anywhere else that I need to? See, I have this box, but like again, they're the pro markers or like just other markers I have, so they're actually like the color they say they are. They're not catfishing me. So let me show you my finished product. Okay. This one, we have all the greens into the orange, and then we have orange, yellows into the pinks, and then we have pinks / purples, and then we have some more purples. I can't believe that took me an hour to do. But that's okay. I actually really enjoyed that. I feel so like organized now. And like next time I go to actually color, I'll just go, okay, I want number 167 and that'll go lovely with number 33. Thanks very much. Right, let's organize these colors back into their little space. Thank you for watching my video and for spending time with me. I'm gonna put these markers back inside so it might get a little bit loud. But I love making YouTube videos, and I love making the videos like that I usually make in terms of, you know, just living life, traveling, loving myself, loving life, loving my people. But I think that today's video was nice to make, just in terms of like absolutely yapping the ears off you, and then also being able to actually just fully be myself, be annoying, be chilling, etc. I got something done in terms of I've wanted to do that for ages, and then also I got to connect with you guys. Yep, that's me. Well guys,